On October 1st, New York City became the stage for a powerful press-led rally under the banner, "Journalism is not a crime." Protesters gathered in large numbers, chanting, holding banners, and calling for stronger protections of First Amendment rights. The demonstration followed the raid, arrest, and hate crime charges brought against New York-based photojournalist Alexa Wilkinson. For many in the crowd, her case has become a rallying point, representing what they see as a dangerous precedent against journalists across the country. Speakers addressed the crowd with passionate calls to action. They argued that freedom of the press is not only a constitutional right, but also an essential safeguard of democracy. Several emphasized that attacks on journalists, whether through arrests, intimidation, or legal threats, pose risks to all citizens by weakening the public's access to information. Chants of "Journalism is not a crime" echoed through the city streets as demonstrators demanded accountability. Banners raised high carried messages defending free expression and highlighting the dangers faced by reporters worldwide. Organizers of the rally pointed out that Wilkinson's arrest is part of a wider trend where journalists have faced growing challenges, from online harassment to physical violence, and now even criminal prosecution. They urged lawmakers to take action and reinforce protections for media workers. The event in New York was described as peaceful but resolute. For many who attended, it was about more than one journalist's case. It was a statement that press freedom cannot be compromised without jeopardizing the rights of every American. As speeches concluded, participants pledged to continue their advocacy, both in the streets and in legislative halls, until meaningful protections are secured. For them, the message was clear: journalism is not a crime, and defending it is essential to safeguarding democracy itself.
And now they target a journalist here in New York City just for documenting a protest!
Shame!
I think it's what it is!
Right.
That's right!
It's hard to say what it is that necessarily can be done to ever rectify or undo the fascism that is upon us right now. But what we do, it continue from yesterday to the day to tomorrow, is being here right now together. Because together we stand. Together we fight.
That's right.
Together we win.
By a bunch of NYC officers, about 5 people threw me on the ground, kind of spun me around. If you want to, it's still all fucked up today. A bunch of y'all were there, a bunch of y'all took pictures of it, talked to me afterwards. Weeks of a recent specific instance, and obviously put someone, a journalist, in the hospital inside of this building, where all the fascism happens every day inside of this building right here. Hey.
Yeah.
I need everyone to know, one, we're all in this together. That includes our journalists, that includes our trans community, that includes our immigrant community, that includes everyone. When authoritarianism takes over, when they're trying to really instill fascism, they go after everybody. I also know, and this is a message to folks who drank the orange Kool-Aid a little bit too much, this is the result of that. This is the result of really believing that whatever situation you're in is because of some other group. Honestly, what else do you need to see? What do you need to see to be convinced about what's happening now? You see it on the TV, you hear about it, you see videos, you see your neighbors being thrown to the ground. Not some criminals, by the way, even if you were accused of something they spoke of, they lied to you. They always had a way to deal with people who were dealing with criminal issues. They wanted to instill fear to certain communities. They wanted to use that fear to do very bad things, and they now want to make sure that journalists cannot cover it. Do you have to see? We are in history. It is happening now. That is the case. And the things you've seen the worst of in history began somewhere. They began just like this. So now is the time for everyone to step up, do with what you can, what you have, where you are. People say this is not who America is. Unfortunately, it actually is. So I just want to let folks know this is, but
Stand up. Let's go cover some crazy shit.